Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. I'd like to welcome you aboard another Charlie 31 departure. We're on the ground here in Auckland. We are going to fly the Qantas Spirit of Australia livery. What is it? It is the Mendewarji. Totally butchered that one. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by and also for giving me the support. So we are going to get this aircraft fired up. There is no air traffic control on right now. Auckland radio, which has nothing to do with the airspace, domestic airspace over New Zealand, is on. So let's hop in the old flight deck. Let's get this girl fired up and ready to go. Got the APU going. I think we have all the passengers on board. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got for our Maximus. How are you, man? Good evening to you. How's things today? So we're going to go right here. We're going to go to our EFB. And we're going to go ahead and look at our OFT. We're going up to 340, and there we have it. So let's go ahead and get the FMC fired through. So enter the IRS. Oh, we can do that for you. All right, position initialization. We're going to go ahead and clear, and we're going to go pause in it. We are NZAA. Nice, how'd we do? There we go, and then our route, we're going to go ahead and drop NZAA right there. Request our, there we go, payload, fuel, select our route. So all we're doing is we're getting the aircraft set up as autonomously as we can. Should be a fairly straightforward flight plan down to Queenstown. So we're going to go ahead and also bring up Navigraph so we can look at that. And we will be able to select our we're going to go ahead and import flight from SimBrief, NZAA, NZQN, Queenstown. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and load that while we're getting this set up. 23 left, 3 knot tailwind, and then it'll be a select ILS into a runway 23. From UGPED. Out of 90. Nice, not bad, pal. Congrats. We'll add that from UGPED to 23, and we are all set. So let's see how that looks. Down and around, and we are okay. I like it. So we're going to go over to our departure and our arrivals. We are leaving on runway 23 left. All right, and we are on the lever to Papa. There we go, and we're going to Kapai. There we go. Now we go to our arrival. We're going to arrive on the RNAV Yankee. RNAV Yankee runway 23 and UGPED, and we are coming in on the UBDA 6 to Dover. We are set up there, so now we can go back to our route, activate and execute that. We are good to go there. Let's go ahead and get that closed. Our perf in it. We're going to grab our zero fuel weight. Drop that in there. And we can now go back and look at the rest of this. So our reserves are 3.4. 3.4. Are you tired now since you were in the race? So let's take a look. All right, we can look at that. 18. And 305 at 7.2. And we are going, for crying out. Oh, come on now. You're going to make me clear all that. 305 at 7.2. So we are 340. 305 at 72. Drop that in there. We can now go ahead and execute that onto our N1 limit, and let's go back. Let's go to our performance tool. 23 left, OFP, 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 import weather. There we go. Calculate this. We should be takeoff 2 with a select temperature of 6.1. So we can go back here. 6.1. Drop that in there. Takeoff flaps 5. Give us our CG of 5.22. And let's go ahead and get that dialed in. 5.22, 5.25. There we go. Let's see, what else you got? And Maximus, you are like in the top 20%, so you're good. That's awesome. Alright, so there we go. And that's going to give us 141, 141, and 142. Let's see how that looks over here. 41, 42. Yep, we're good there. And let's get you dialed up to 142. Perfect. Alright, that is our FMC set up. Let's go look at the overhead. That is 8, 7, 6. There we go. Alright, we're getting the overhead set up, so we don't need to worry about any of that right now. We can go ahead and get that going because we are going to go ahead and start our APU. And coming back down through here, we are on ground power right now. Everything's good there. We are good there. We got everybody in the cabin. Everybody is seated. There we go. Panel lights are good. Once we get on aircraft power, we can do the rest of that. And also there. So we're going up to 340 today. There we go. 340 set. And Queenstown, I believe, is a little higher. So let's go.
You see 1129er. You see 1129er. Auckland.
What were we doing? Ah, we're going here, and we're going to go look at our chart. Arrival. Airport. Airport info.
1129er. According to me here, it says you should have passed aircraft now. Just gonna get
1171. So there we go.
a new position board from you.
1150. 1150 is set. And with that, our ground power, our APU is on, so we can get that going there. And we can go disconnect ground power.
We need the time for the waypoint after, so it'll be 32
Release that.
170.
And get our park brake set. We are on APU, so let's get you squared over. Alright, we are good there. Let's get those on. Get you going. Get some
Sorry,
air.
it'll be 32 south.
There we go.
170 west.
Alright.
What time was that? 170 west.
Check the takeoff. We can go ahead and get our fuel flow set. Check all our lights.
I
Everything's
just
looking
need you
good
to
there.
give your estimated time for
There you
170
go.
west.
Looking good. We have half a ton in the center tank, so we will go ahead and get that going while we are here. Burn that off while we taxi out, and then we're good.
Yeah, but before 183, you have 170 west of your flight plan. What's your estimate time for 170 west?
We're good there, and back to our charts. We want our departure airport chart. So we are going going to be taking off on runway 23 left. There we go, and that is 231 heading.
Say that 29 Roger, copy. Well, copy Emerald at 0245 and 170 west at 0345. Is that correct? Thank you.
There we go, all the way up to 340. We are solid all the way across the board with that. Let's get GSX up and running, get us ready for pushback. All right, getting that door closed, getting the passengers seated. We are ready to go. So with that, let's get our beacon going. We're going to go 2,000. Nice. Go ahead and get the chocks removed. There we go. All doors are secure. We're on hydraulics. We're okay. We need to worry about that here in a minute. Excuse me. All right, we are back in the flight deck, and there we go. You're a very good girl, Alex. Good girl. Can you lay down? Alright, we're going to go with let's see what we look like out here. We will go tail, we want to go up that way, so we're going to go tail, we're going to go straight pushback. Do 2.8, let them know. Auckland traffic, Qantas 3-1, pushing off the stand, 3-1, Auckland. Here we go. Alright, with that, we're going to go ahead and get our air set, and
Auckland traffic, Argentina 1180, taking off runway 05 right, Auckland traffic.
departing runway 5 right. We're going to go ahead and do this. There we go. parking brake set. Let me see. That, let's see. All right, we can start number 1. Forgot to check my DLSS. All right, let's see about taking runway 05. Well, let's take a look. Thank you for the flag. Departure runway 23 left. All right, we are all set there. All right, got 2 good engine starts. Yaw damper going. Overhead is set up. We are good. We are anti-collision. We are all set. So let's go back to here and we will let them know we are taxiing to runway 23 left. Auckland traffic, Qantas 31, taxiing runway 23 left for departure. Auckland. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Tyler, welcome back, pal. How was your afternoon? Nice and warm? All right, flap set at 5. And check the takeoff set. All right. Nice. I will finish up this whole flight and then we will head in, probably watch some Monarch. What do you think of the new streaming setup, Tyler? Let me know. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Get a little speed. We're only chugging along at 6 knots right there. Let's go out and take a look. Beautiful livery. One of my favorite Qantas liveries besides the draining on the 7.4. I mean, the new draining is bad. Captain Jack, how are you, man? Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by, Jack. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I'll be around. Let me know. Give me a call if you need something. Oh, let's go take a look at our chart. We should. I think we might be right next to the runway now. Yeah, we want to make this next right. Getting close to southwest speed there. It's not ludicrous speed, which I heard earlier today. Auckland traffic, Qantas 31 lining up, runway 23 left, Auckland. Alright, with that, we'll get our lights on. We have been cleared for takeoff. Up and get on the way. I'm in the PMDG 8, I'm telling you. Good airplane. Auckland traffic, Qantas 31 departing runway 23 left, Auckland. Go, 40% power. And auto throttle arm. Give us a little bit of toga love. Here we go. Anyone rotate coming up? Gear coming up. Just like that. Fuel yelling at me already. Get that turned off so we don't have to worry about that. right now. Auckland traffic, Qantas 31, climbing through 2,000 feet. Last call, Auckland. Go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on our way out of Auckland. Looking quite spectacular back there. Guess what? Once with the airplane climb, and we will go walkabout. Get some good wing views, huh? Go back a little more. About this one right here. That's not a bad view. We'll make that number 1. Let's go back, look at the back of the wing. Flap should be all the way up. We're just going through setting up some views here, folks. Any particular view you guys like better? Set that up as 2. There we go. Now we got 1, 2. Perfect. Back in the old flight deck. All right, climbing through 8,000 feet. Feet, we'll do our 10,000 foot checks. We should be able to accelerate above 250 knots. Doing okay. Pretty much a straight shot all the way down to Queenstown. So there we go. Flight's coming off. Pressurization panel's doing its thing. Air is okay. Hydraulics, everything. We are good, 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 and good. There we go. We are all set, ladies and gentlemen. We're on our way out of Auckland, heading over to Queenstown. Beautiful little view outside the aircraft today. Let's take a look outside. Go. Back in the aircraft, we're looking all right. Let's go look at number 2. We'll come back and look at this in a little while. There we go. Progress. Should be on the ground in Queenstown, 0427. So, alright. So we're just about 12 hour and 25 minutes away. Top climb coming up in 50 miles. About 17 miles. 66. There we go. Once we get to the top climb, I'm going to take a minute and step away, say hi to the Allison family, and then come back in. We'll finish up the flight, get us all the way down into Queenstown. Fun little approach, kind of like a key. It looks like a keyhole. We come in from the west side, fly past the airport, come down through the valley, do a nice little turn into the runway. It's an RNAV approach, so we are doing all right. I love coming in this way. The other side is also fun, coming around the valley there. So, yeah, a lot of fun flying into Queenstown. Good to be back in the 737. We flew, I know I flew Thursday night, but that was my first night with the running 2D and first time really getting a lot of 2D action in. Got some things set up. As you can tell, I got the wing views set up and just some alternate views all set. So then we're back in the old flight deck. But now we are chugging along. Doing a nice little flight. We're on VATSIM. No, there's no controllers on. That's fine. We are doing what we can to get this aircraft down to Queenstown. Going to be a lot of fun once we get there. It's a great approach. Stay tuned for that. I do appreciate you guys hitting that thumbs up button in the chat. If you have any questions, let me know. Captain Jack, I got a bunch of people that watch these streams that have a whole wealth of knowledge that can help you out if you've come across any issues. So. Yeah, hit up that chat section. We'll see who gets in here. break out into some bright blue sky here above 250. About 5,000 feet to go. Once we are at cruise, I'm going to pop out for a quick one and be right back. But until then, what questions you guys have? I appreciate you stopping by, saying hello, keeping me entertained. You, how's the weather been where you're at? Tyler, I know how it's where you're at. Jack, I know where you are at. Anybody else somewhere different? A little bit of breeze this afternoon, evening. Took Alice for a quick walk before dinner, and a little breezy. It was nice, cooler. Maybe 8. Don't know. Go. Should get the alarm here. There we have it. 340. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and step away while we are at cruise. I'll be back in just a couple. What? Just me right now. Look at that wing view. Yep. Which one, Jack? Oh, that one, the big camera? Okay, yeah. It's interesting. We'll see. It's backwards, though. Drives me nuts. Looking at the out the window views. Front of the wing, back of the wing. In the flight. Got Rachel sitting back there. Can't really see her. You can see her arm. We're lucky she's wearing pants. She's wearing pants. That's a good thing. All right, Mama. Thanks for that, Jack. It's getting older. Yeah, these are things I can't necessarily do in VR. Can't change the position of the cameras because it's just too much for the VR system. Hopefully they figure out a way to do it in the future because that would be fun. Just wherever I'm at, it just tries to base where I'm at, my headset, in relative to the aircraft. So, good girl, Alice. She did. Same with little Miss Alice. Alice, come. May I have a kiss? Up, up. Give me kisses. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good girl. Crazy kids. Alright, let's see where we are at. We are chugging right along. We're doing alright. We should be on the ground at 35 after the hour. Let's see. So we are just about an hour away from being on the ground. Let's double check that. So Queenstown, 26. So yeah, look at that. We are exactly 1 hour from being on the ground. Jack, what are some of your favorite views? Yep. Yeah, there she was. She was there. Jack, you get some rest, man. Been a long week. Been a long week for a lot of people. So get some rest. Get up, go to church. Have a good day off tomorrow, and then back at it on Monday. Just get some, get a reset in. And then start flying that 737. You're gonna love it. I like it. So, but thank you very much for stopping by, man. Thanks for the thumbs up. We'll text you shortly, here in a little while. And we'll see. And the other fun part now is I don't like that FCR, the embedded FCR. That's kind of dumb. So I'll just start sky dolly right on right as we start our descent, and then we'll take a look at it afterwards. So get some. I got to figure out how to do the fly around. I got to get a controller, or who knows? I may start streaming like this for a little while. Ah. Another day, another airplane. this out just a little bit. Top of descent coming up in about 240 miles. There it is, 240. We can take a look at that for you. Time to top of descent, 239 nautical miles. Be on the ground in 367 nautical miles at 0426 Zoo. Current time here in the flight deck is 0330. So we're just about 56 minutes away with, what is that, 0401. So about 31 minutes to top of descent. Alright, that's enough of that. We are back. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to do a little research. I'm looking for... Let's see. Who out there has a headset? I think everybody flies with a headset, right? Any good recommendations for cooling ear seals? Alright, well, I'll get that involved. Alright, back to flight. Top of descent, about 140 miles, 146. Happy Saturday night, folks. Flying around New Zealand. I wonder what our weather looks like there in the old Queenstown. Looks like we have a lot of weird weather, but got something off our left there. the severe stuff will stay left of us until our top of descent. Traffic control on. Nothing. Check. Let's see how this looks. Alright, let's see. Not horrible. Mostly in the Nope, can't see anything. It's kind of nice. I'm up watching CST as he's flying. He's doing a good job. He's flying into Cape Town right now. He's on approach. He's going to come in and around, go around the mountain there, Table Mountain, so it should be good. Look at beauty. Look at that. Both sides looking all right. Let's see. Oh, got a heck of a lot of weather coming in on us. Up a decent. It's going to be right below us. Got one there on the right. Let's see. Let's go take a look at our weather for Queenstown. Pretty good, so we're going to go to the approach. We've got the RNP Yankee. RNP Zulu, runway 23. That's what we are doing. Let's see, 3,300 is where we want to be. 2,718. So let's go over here. 2,718. South 718 down to 3,300. There we go. We're getting tossed around really good up here. Let's see, cruise, turbulence N1, 85.2 here. Pop a descent coming up in 40 nautical miles. Let's go ahead and run our performance. Alright, 146 at flat 30 and auto break 3. Alright. Drop that in there. Let's go look at our legs page. Queenstown, runway 23. We're going to go ahead and grab that, put it in the fix. We'll be back and forth.
Qantas traffic through your Australia, descending down to flight level 10,000.
And 725, 154. All right. Well, there you have it. We are on our way down here in about 20 nautical miles. Got to chop through some weather. Looks kind of significant. Looks like we might be just shaving those cells there. So we'll see once we're on our way down what kind of tossing and turning we get done. But we are set up down to 3,300 feet, and we are on the RMP Zulu Yankee, RMP Yankee, runway 23. Auto brake 3. There we go. That is one thing I like about Navigraph. Let's take a look at that. I need to see if you guys see that. You do, look at that. Alright, airports. Weather. Readers. Party number 1007 transmission level 150, TCAS testing active. In the approach area, maintain vigilance, advise on course heading, altitude, and flight following user request. Feedback all runway and short instructions will advise on initial contact. Give information Victor. Information Victor for arrival runway 23. There we go. So we're doing good for there. About at our top of descent. So let's arm our speed brakes. Those are armed. Good to go. Still a lot of thick clouds all the way down, but it looks like we're just skirting some of the heavier stuff. I did notice there was a big typhoon looking cloud just east of Sydney when I was loading into Sydney Airport last night. I wasn't going anywhere, I was just testing some stuff, so chop there. on the way down. All right, got CST landing. Let's get that there. Looking pretty good. All right, we're on our descent. It did look like it was better than a 340, that's for sure. All right. Saying that, let's get our little fella up. There we go. Looks like we'll go right by another one. Put it up here. Nothing to look at up there. All right. Nice descent. Yaw damper's on. We did not do, there we go. In the right position. There we go. Down through 2-3, we're doing okay. Alright, let's get our legs paved. We're gonna go 5100 there. Some hard altitudes in there, so let's see. Yeah, we're pop on 250, less than 250, between 15,000 feet, 24,000 feet. So that's what we're doing there. We're just making sure we get some good altitudes in there. Try and push us all the way down. reset our view. We're doing all right. Yeah, see, it looks like the weather's moved off to the right or the west. We're heading almost due south, southeast. Mountains of New Zealand there. We should be over Milford Sound now. Oh, we're well in. There's Milford Sound. Should be able to make Alpha 4 to the tower. Alright, we're doing okay. Oh, let's see. Nobody down in Queenstown, so we're doing okay. And Queenstown traffic, Qantas 3-1. Getting ready to join the RNAV runway 23. Queenstown. Currently about 40 miles to the northwest. Queenstown.
Bank
Whoa.
angle.
Wow, little fella. Turbulent air. Didn't like that one bit, did it? This could get spicy, folks. We are staying on profile. We are staying on speed, so we're doing all right. Coming through 13,000. We'll get down to 10,000. Start slowing up. Got some really turbulent air out here. Weather's cloudy, so I can only assume there's some good thunderstorms out there. It is fall in the southern hemisphere, so like I said, Sydney yesterday loaded up just to do some weird things, and there was definitely a pinwheel out just east of Sydney. If I remember right, all the storms actually moved from west to east. And let's wait for me. Man, this old girl's having a hard time holding this. So we're gonna come in, go around, and come back and land right there. Airport's like right off of our nose. Right about. That'll be a good view for checking when we're on fine. Gonna get the bank angle again. bounced around. But you gotta love it. That's what it's all about. Very good girl, Alice. Oh, we want to do that. Queenstown traffic, Qantas 31 joining the loop around runway 23, Queenstown. Checking in there with a little bit of a tailwind, about 14 knots. We're doing okay now. Oof. Runway is just around the corner right there. Love this approach. Army approach. Fly path captured. Alright, our flaps are set. Flaps 30. Speed is good. We're doing okay. We're coming in alright. We're just on profile. leveling out. We are set, ladies and gentlemen. Take your seats. We're about ready to land. Let's go take a look out the side of the airplane. Looking good. Should see the runway right up here. Queenstown traffic, Qantas 31, 7 miles out, runway 23, Queenstown. Can't see because the pillar in the way. There it is. Down 3 green flaps set. We've been cleared to land. Pretty little runway. Look at that. It's so cool.
Terrain, terrain, pull up. 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 Terrain, terrain, pull up.
There we go. Samantha, welcome aboard again. Thanks for stopping by. We were just on our approach into Queenstown. Heck of a bit of crosswind here. My controls. We will land.
400. 300. 200. 150. 30. 20. 10.
Tough one. Ooh, that was a solid landing. Still working out the kinks on flying 2D and seeing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Queenstown. Oh, I do not have the scenery. Well, that's good. I mean, it's your day off. Enjoy it. I get to go back to work tomorrow anyhow, so it is my normal day off. Or my normal Monday. That's probably one of the hardest landings I've had. Challenging. Should have gone around and redone that. But get the APU started. Yeah, that sucks that I don't have the buildings. I thought I did. Queenstown traffic, Qantas 31, clear runway 23, taxiing 2 gate, Queenstown. But thanks for stopping by, Samantha. What are you gonna do on your day off? Anything fun? I want to know where my buildings are. Alright, there we have it. Oh, nice. If I remember right, even in the Maasai, they were extremely complimentary of the Kruger National Park. Come on, little fella, you can do it. We are good. Engine shut down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Queenstown. And I want to thank you for flying along with me today. A little bit of a hard landing there. Just got to get it sorted. But we are here. We are on the ground. We are enjoying some time here in Queenstown. It is a beautiful arrival. Look, I got him doing his dance, so we're doing pretty good. That is going to do it for us. We got Qantas out here in New Zealand. Aircraft is parked. Let's go ahead and get the chocks on. Samantha, Captain Jack, Tyler, appreciate you guys stopping by. We're going to go ahead and get stairs, and we're going to go ahead and ground vehicles. We're going to request stairs L1, L2. We're good. Let's see what we got. Got them coming up right now. Brutally hard landing there. Gonna have some teeth checked out here, but that's gonna do it for us from the flight deck tonight. Let's go ahead and stop that. And oh dang, I think I need to have the engines running. So let's go ahead and cancel everybody. We're going to go ahead and get the engine started again. Gonna see if we can catch a replay or two. Look out the windows. That was a brutal landing though. There we go. And we will disconnect from VATSIM. I thank you guys for flying along with me. We're going to go ahead and disconnect now so that we can run through and do all the other fun things and not cause chaos in VATSIM. So as soon as I'm done also going to check my DLSS, make sure it is the best. Alright, let's go ahead and let's replay that. Now we got everything up and running.
Approaching minimums. Approaching minimums.
Alright.
Approaching minimums.
Wow, that's not the way we want it.
Full up. Sync rate.
There we go. Not bad. Gotta hit play though. We can get rid of you. Well, as Max said, I woke everybody up, that's for sure. Now we can go to the other engine. I did not do thrust reversers, so I need to get those bound. Then we'll do one more, see how she looks from outside. Well, the fence line right about now. Fighting all the way down. Alright, one more, take a look straight out. There we go. It is just a pretty little livery. Too bad I just jacked it up. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let it taxi in. I appreciate you flying along with me tonight. That's going to do it for now. I appreciate you being here. Have a great night. Have a great Sunday. Samantha, I appreciate you stopping by. Enjoy your time at the beach and out at the Kruger National Park. Nothing better than spending some time in nature and getting to enjoy a little bit of family. Thanks for being here. Hope you have a great night or great day. It's a great day for you over there. So we got the aircraft turned around on the runway. That's going to do it for me. I appreciate you. Have a great night. We'll catch you on the next one.